దావోస్ సదస్సులో సింగపూర్ మంత్రి ఈశ్వరన్ మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు చూద్దాం.
Learn to adapt to it and take advantage of it. Then the question is there any other thing that the government needs to do? And I think that is where governments need to invest in tandem with any globalization effort and technology effort. Governments need to invest in capability building within the population. In other words, investing in the training of the people to adapt to the new types of skills that are needed, and investing in the capabilities of the enterprises so that they can move into the digital realm and beyond. And so I think that's a key element here to try and mitigate the otherwise problematic divergence that you talked about. And I would add, just to echo Lokesh's point, it's not just the role of government, because I think enterprises, and I know we have some industrialists here, have to step up as well, because it means you need a new kind of force, because it cannot just be that the enterprise optimizes for efficiency and leaves all the damage control to the government, because that's not a sustainable model.
Do I need to use this, or is my thing fine with the... Can you hear me if I speak without that? Yeah? Okay, good. So I'll leave it for the two ministers out here. So, I think you see some similarities in the approaches, but clearly the government leadership is very critical, the partnership is very critical. We will come back and explore them in more detail. In Singapore, some of you probably know this, I've heard about this. I think you're one of the first nations to have a nationwide sort of individual budget for lifelong learning, right? You just set that up. I'm interested to hear later how that is going. So let me turn now to a more perhaps India-specific focus. And at a general level, I turn to Mr. Chandrajit Banerjee, who in his role as the DG of Indian Industry Confederation, how do you see, Chandrajit, the Indian industry reacting, partnering with the government to reduce inequality, leverage technology all at the same time?
Thanks, Shomitra. I just wanted to take up on one point that Minister Lokesh pointed out, and he mentioned about the workforce, and he talked about the relevance of workforce, the importance of workforce, and he also talked about women in the workforce. And one of the things that I've been picking up in this Davos is this entire focus of how industry across the world reacting to women's rights, so to say, and workforce engagement, and that cannot be completely ignored by any corporate at all. And again, in Davos, I just wanted to pick up another point which came up in various sessions across Davos this year, and I was making some notes. By 2030, as was pointed out in one of the sessions, AI would be $13 trillion of the global GDP by 2030. And very, very interestingly, another point which I was noting was the challenges of health, and universal health, that is. And again, one of the things that we do look forward as to how do we really make this inclusive, NCD dialogues or precision medicine. So AI would be really in the forefront of all of this. And there will be 11 billion people in the world by 2050, and by 2030, dying would be optional. So that's all picked up from this Davos, by the way. So having said that, coming back to the more, this touches India very, very strongly, so to say. And having said that, I just wanted to look at the opportunities that India has today, and we talked about partnerships, and partnerships I think will be extremely important. The partnership between government and industry, the partnership between the